Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry, and students, if you are first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe and press the bell icon to get a best explanation of NCERT book class 7th subject science. And students, if you are watching this video, so please go to my playlist and watch the previous 3 parts of this chapter to create a better understanding for this chapter. And students, in this video I am going to discuss about the exercise chapter number 4 part 4. So let's start students. The first question, that is, state similarities and differences between the laboratory thermometer and the clinical thermometer. So let's see students, what are the differences in between clinical thermometer and the laboratory thermometer. So number first point, clinical thermometer is scaled from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. And if we talk about the laboratory thermometer generally is scaled from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees Celsius. Now second point, mercury level does not fall on its own. But in case of laboratory thermometer, mercury level falls on its own when removed from the source of heat. Now next point, temperature can be read after removing the thermometer from armpit or mouth. Temperature is taken while keeping the thermometer in source such as liquid or anything. Now next difference in clinical thermometer, to lower the mercury level, jerks are given. In case of laboratory thermometer, no jerk is required to get the mercury level down. Now next difference in clinical thermometer is used to take the body temperature, and if we talk about laboratory thermometer is used to take the temperature in laboratory. So there were the differences in between the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Now next, similarities. Let's see what are the similarities in both of them. Now first similarity, made of glass tube, and it is also made of glass tube. Now second one, filled with mercury, and laboratory thermometer is also filled with mercury. Graduated generally on Celsius scale, and in the case of laboratory thermometer it is also graduated generally on Celsius scale. So students, we have discussed about differences and the similarities in between the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Now question number 2. Let's see what's the question number 2. Give 2 examples each of conductors and insulators of heat. So as we know that, what are the conductors? Conductors are those substances, those things which can conduct the electricity, and insulators are those substances which inhibit the conductance of the electricity. So examples, what are the examples? Let's see. If we talk about the conductors, iron and copper both are the good conductor of the electricity or heat also. Examples of insulators, plastic and wood both are the poor conductor, very poor conductor of the electricity or the heat, means they are the insulator. Now next, question number 3, fill in the blanks. So let's see the fill in the blanks. The first fill in the blanks, that hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. So the answer will be temperature. Temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by a thermometer, that is the clinical thermometer. By the help of the clinical thermometer we can measure only the body temperature, not the boiling water temperature. Is it clear? Now C question, temperature is measured in degree Celsius. Now next D, No medium is required for transfer of heat by the process of radiation. There is no need of the medium. Now next question, a cold steel spoon is dipped in a cup of hot milk. It transfers heat to its other end by the process of conduction. Now last one, the clothes of dark colors absorbs heat better than clothes of light colors. So here we have completed fill in the blanks. That is the question, that was the question number 3rd. Now next question, that is the question number 4th. Match the following. So let's see, we have to match the following given options. Here you are getting answers. So what are the answers? For first, land breeze blow during night. And if we talk about sea breeze blowing during day. Dark color clothes are preferred during the winter and light color clothes are preferred during the summer. Now next, question number 5th. Discuss why wearing more layers of clothing during winter keeps us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing. So answer. We wear more layers of the clothing during winters to keep us warmer than wearing just one thick piece of clothing because air gets trapped in between the two layers of blankets. And as air is a bad conductor of heat, it prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold storing. So it was the answer for the question number 5th. Now next question, that is the question number 6th. Look at the figure 4.13. Mark where the heat is being transferred by conduction, by convection and by radiation. So let's see. What are the answer? Conduction, from paint to water, that is the conduction. Convection, heat within water, that is the convection. And radiation, from burner to pan, that is the radiation. So here we have completed question number 6. Now come to the next question, that is the question number 7th. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the house be painted white. Explain. What is the reason behind it? So let's see what will be the answer. In places of hot climate, it is advised that the outer walls of the house be painted white because white color is absorbed least heat. It reflects most of the heat and hence keeps the house cooler. So that is the reason. Now students, come to the next question, that is the question number 8. 1 liter of water at 30 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 liter of water at 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the mixture will be, what will be? Between 30 to 50 degrees Celsius. So that is the answer. Now question number 9. An iron ball at 40 degrees Celsius dropped in a mug containing water 40 degrees Celsius. The heat will, what will the heat? The answer will be B, not flow from iron ball to water or from water to iron ball. Both have the same temperature. So this was the answer. Now come to the question number 10th. A wooden spoon is dipped in a cup of ice cream. Its other end becomes A, that is the option, becomes cold by the process of conduction. B becomes cold by the process of convection. C becomes cold by the process of radiation. And D does not become cold. So answer will be D, does not become cold, as wood is a bad conductor of the heat. So this is the reason it will not conduct the heat. Now last question students, question number 11th. Stainless steel pans are usually provided with copper bottoms. The reason for this could be that copper bottom, A option, copper bottom makes the pan more durable. B, such pans appear colorful. C, copper is a better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. And D one is a copper is easier to clean than the stainless steel. So answer is copper is a better conductor of heat than the stainless steel. So I hope students you have must enjoyed this video. So students, thank you.